All right, so put the webcam on today. Had to wake up early and go get a passport. So we'll go through uh, yesterday's lineups. So I did pretty well. I made a little bit more money. Not a lot, just a little bit. So you see this one, I won a first out of five. I got 300 points here. This is the lineup I went with. Westbrook and Lillard did about what I thought. McCollum, I like to get 30 to 35 out of McCollum at least. He just didn't play that well. He played okay. I actually thought he scored more than that, but when I went back and looked, I thought he had about 30. Pope had 20 in the first half, and then just put a little bit more. But I'll take that out of Pope. Winslow literally had nothing in the first half, and then came through in the second half. But still, out of my punts, I like to get at least 20 points out of my punts. Then with PJ Tucker, man, he just really let me down. With 10 points, I did look though, and where I decided to punt here, no one else on the punts did better than this. It's not like some other small forward, came in and scored, 30 points or so, kind of like Rondus Hollis did the other day. So we'll go through the lineup. Drummond killed it. Porzingis, solid. I expected a little more out of Julius Randle, but no big deal. So for the lineup today, kind of tough lineup to make. So I ended up sticking with Lillard. I mean, he's better than John Wall. I've come to that assumption. He's John Wall that can shoot and dominate the offense. Rondo, I don't expect him to put a triple double up, but against Sacramento, I expect him to have a good game, and he kind of is taking ownership of the team again. Now, Barton might seem like I'm chasing points, but I have seen Barton play, and I've seen him play well. So similar to how who's the guy that got the start yesterday for Toronto? The guy that started small forward, was it James Johnson? Um, I've seen him play well. As long as he gets minutes, if he's starting, he's going to get 30 minutes, and he's going to get 30 points. Stauskas, again, I'm kind of punting here. I saw him play last year, and I thought he was terrible, but he was on Sacramento. So who knows? I mean, he's on Philly now. He's put up a couple good games here. And he's playing, 35, 38, 36. So it's hard to say no to a guy that's playing that many minutes. Even if he only scores me 24, I'll take it. Jellica, I wanted to start him the other day, and Kandia almost crushed me with Jellica. He played a lot of minutes. Garnett's just there for banning. He's just playing 10 to 15 minutes a game. Jellica's going to play the rest. Paul George, I've been fading for a while, but I've been watching a lot of Indiana, and he just quietly is the only guy that scores. I mean, George Hill isn't putting in a lot of threes. Paul George is involved in everything in the offense. He's similar to Kawhi Leonard. I think Kawhi Leonard might be a little bit better player, but there's just the team's more well-rounded. San Antonio than Paul George. I mean, you could even put Kawhi Leonard in here if you want to that bad. Blake Griffin, I just think he's going to crush Zach Randolph and Marc Gasol and whoever else they put on him. A little bit worried about a blowout here, but I think Blake Griffin will have to score enough points even if he doesn't play the fourth quarter. Millsap, I just wanted to be consistent. I mean, he's been consistent. I didn't want to punt here at power forward. I mean, he's putting up 40 points a night. I mean, all season long, his lowest output is 35, 36 points. So you're getting, at least 4.5 times value there no matter what. And I'm not impressed. All Minnesota's games are high scoring for whatever reason, which is why in a couple other lineups I have Bazemore. And then here again, Dedmon. So Dedmon almost killed me the other night. He ended up putting up 31 points. I was worried that Jason Smith was going to take over and play all the minutes because Jason Smith can shoot and move around too. But Jason Smith's injured, and Aaron Gordon sometimes isn't that good, sometimes doesn't play a lot. So I mean, Dedmon's going to play at least 30 minutes. So that's to look forward to. So I like that lineup here. Now we're going the next lineup. We're going to take a look at. We'll look at last night. I think I did okay in DraftKings. Let's see which lineup I went with. My two punts here didn't work. Terrence Ross and Scola. I would have started James Johnson, but I just, it came out an hour before, 45 minutes before the game that James Johnson was starting. I thought Ross was going to start, and I thought it'd be a little more opportunity for Scola, but it just didn't happen for me. All my other guys, I'm going to start staying away from Harkless. He just doesn't get involved enough to be doing well. So I think I maybe lost 50 or 60. I lost like $30. I did okay in DraftKings, and okay, because I had Drummond in there. So let's see. So tonight's lineup, I believe I'm going with this one. So I have Damian Lillard, Will Barton, Paul George, Jellica, Dedmon, Stauskas, Griffin, and then my one kind of wild card here is Bazemore. It's going to be a high scoring game. So kind of instead of Millsap, I got Bazemore. He had a good game last game. He's one of those guys that's all over the place. So I'm expecting, I don't have anyone in this lineup that could sink me. I'm still not sold on Dedmon, but when you're the starting center and of a game that's going to be, pretty back and forth, that you can't go wrong there. So that's my lineup there, and then we'll do Yahoo again. I think I faded Drummond and still did okay. So I barely beat this guy. Lillard played okay. Lillard played well. Again, sticking with the core lineup. Winslow is okay. Jordan Hill was kind of the one I chucked in there, and he did pretty well. And I would have liked to see him go to 35 to 40 points. He had these numbers in the third quarter. Just the fourth quarter just didn't do much. Porzingis was fine. Canner was that. I'll take that from Canner. He cost 22 or 20, and he gave me 30. I'll take that. Tyler Johnson was an okay punt there, but he had him too. So I somehow avoided letting Andre Drummond crush me. So I did okay. I think I might have even lost just a couple bucks in that one, but I made up for it elsewhere. And then so with the lineup I'm going with tonight, it's a similar lineup. Like it's kind of a mix of everything. So I got Lillard, Barton, Stauskas, Bazemore, Jellica, Blake Griffin, Dedmon, and then I'm gonna guess go with Drummond here, man. I faded him last night. I don't like this matchup. There just wasn't anyone that I really liked. I thought about going Paul George, and I might even put up a lineup with Paul George instead of Drummond. But I don't know. I just had to stick with Drummond. I had the room for him. I had the spot. So we'll see if matching these guys up. One of the really good lineups I saw in Yahoo was a guy had Whiteside and Drummond, whereas I had Drummond and who knows a guard or whoever here, someone value. But the guy had Whiteside and Drummond, just absolutely crushed it. So I'm hoping with the two centers, both of them put big numbers up for me, and hopefully have another good night. So I hope you appreciate the picks, and let me know how you do. Thanks.